Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Glad you can make it. This is going to be a short video. Terrible weather the last few days. Holiday weekend, really didn't want to get out and be around a bunch of people trying to ride. So what I did, I'm going to review something today. This is going to be one of my first review videos. I got it's Fodsports. It's a Chinese company. It's an M5S Pro GPS. Now, why did I get it? It was cheap. You know, I've looked online, the Garmin Zumo, which is their motorcycle version, waterproof, all that, $400 or $500. TomTom, $300-400, you know. And I just wasn't wanting to spend that kind of money on a GPS. So I bought this one. It was 120 bucks. And supposedly it will do everything that the $500 GPS does. And you're going to see in the video, I tried it out today. The main thing I wanted to do with it was to be able to go into Google Maps and you can build your own routes. So it takes, you know, just back roads. You can take dirt roads. You can build a custom route for you, save it, and then download it to your GPS, and your GPS will follow the routes you build. It'll take you on that route. You know, most GPSs, you put in your destination, it takes you the fastest way there. Well, I was able to do that. I was able to build the route and put it into the GPS, and you'll see in the ride, it didn't, again, I don't know if it was me not being very good at downloading it yet, or I'm not downloading it the same right way, but I think it tried to take me another way, the quickest route. But once you turn it on, this is what you, I don't know if you guys can, you can see it here, and you'll see it on the video. It's I Go My Way is the GPS stuff. It's in a lot of cars. I've Googled a lot, you know, but it comes up and you can hit maps and all that. And see, what I did was, load, there's the route I built, and you put it in, and that's kind of what I did. But again, you really see, that's the route I built, but I don't think it didn't take me that way, as you'll see. But anyway, again, and I'm not blaming the GPS, it's probably me not loading something right. But I came back, got on Google Maps and looked at the exact route I built, and we didn't go that way today. So again, but I don't know if it's me. I think I took a wrong turn because I thought I built it one way, but anyway, we're going to keep working on this. We're going to keep reviewing it. I mean, it's pretty neat for 120 bucks. You know, you try to buy American, you want to do the right thing. But like I say, a Zumo, $500. Come on, for a GPS? Anyway, we're not going to get into that debate. But we'll see how that went today. It's great. This time next week, I've got a surprise. We're going to Florida for vacation. The whole family, all the kids, all the grandkids. This will be the first time in, gosh, 4 years since everybody's been together, since Henry and his family were in Germany for 3 years and everything. So this is the first time we're all going to be together. I'd love to ride down, but my wife doesn't want to drive by herself, so I'll blame her for not riding down. But what I'm going to do when I get there, I've Googled some places, and I'll probably rent a bike for a day. And I'm torn on what to do. Go back old school Harley Davidson and rent a Road King or a Street Glide. I used to have a Street Glide, loved those things. Or I think this place also rents, and this is what I'll probably do. They rent the BMW GS 1250 Adventures, which is supposed to be the top of the line, bestest ever made dual sport. But well, again, depending on what you read and who you believe. You know, there's diehard KTM fans, there's diehard Honda Africa Twin fans, you know, but anyway, they say, you know, and I've seen a lot of these BMWs, they're sharp bikes, they're really nice. So I'll probably rent one of those for a day and ride around and shoot some video, and I'll share that with you when I get back. But other than that, this week, I found this in the liquor store this weekend. My brother came down yesterday and the day before, and we went to the liquor store as usual. And I like Jameson. It's good stuff. But I found this. It's the Stout edition. And it's whiskey finished in craft beer barrels. So it's an Irish whiskey, but instead of finishing it, I'm sure they put it in an oak barrel first, a bourbon barrel, but then they finish it in a barrel that's had beer in it. And it says the flavors are rich coffee, smooth chocolate, and butterscotch. I don't know if I go that far, but it's good stuff. I really enjoy it. Again, it's not too dark. It tastes more like a really strong Guinness. It does. You can taste the beer in it. Not beer, but the beerish flavor. Really good stuff. So this is a great pick. If you not expensive, 20-something, $23 a bottle, I think. Not bad. But again, if you see it, try it. Good stuff. Highly recommend it. Piglet's doing good, as you'll see in a second. I'll show you. She's being a good girl. She doesn't know yet, but she's going to the kennel for 7 or 8 days while we're in Florida. She doesn't get to go to Florida. So I don't know how happy she'll be about that. My wife will be extremely happy that she doesn't have her with us, but I'll miss her. So anyway, again, I hope you enjoy the video. You'll get to see the GPS on the bike. If you have any questions or comments on it, drop them down below. You know what to do. Like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification. Share it with your friends. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Because again, I'm going to continue to work with it and use it. So we'll continue to get to see how it does and if it's worth it. Again, worst case scenario, I've got a cheap GPS that'll get me from point A to point B. As long as you've got gas in the tank, you're never lost. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the holiday. You'll be getting some video from Florida in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. And again, we'll see you next week. Bye. Pig, what are you doing? Are you being a good girl? Piggy. All right, let's see how this thing works. So far, so good. All right. I think it's already messed up. I think it's going to do what most of them do, and that is, even though I've loaded my route in, it's going to take me on the shortest route to get there. So far it looks alright. As you can see, pretty good color, pretty good picture. Now it's not that bright out, it's overcast today, so the screen's going to look a little better, I think. When it gets real bright and direct sunlight, I don't know how it'll do, but we'll find out eventually. Like I said earlier, I built this route on Google Maps, and purposely took a bunch of little back roads and then downloaded it to the GPS to see what it'll do. Oh, look at that deer right there. See it? There he goes down the hill. Hot dog. Well, at least we got to see a deer today. What the hell's going on here? Looks like some kind of reenactment. Oh, I wish I'd have done. There's some chickens. Again, I need to stop and ask that age-old question. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know if it's the GPS's problem or I don't know how to make maps real good on Google yet. That's probably more what the problem is than the GPS or the map. It's probably just my dumb ass doing something right. What in the hell? Okay, if you can see, it just turned upside down on me. Now, I have no idea why it did that. Now, that's crazy. That's what you get when you... Okay, now it's back up. Well, whether it worked or not, it's always fun to get out and ride. Like I say, as long as you got gas, you're never lost. It's just fun to get out and ride. Like I say, the weather's terrible this weekend, but like I've told you, not next week, but week after next, gonna be down in sunny Orlando, Florida. There was a mayor out there working with the people, I guess. Yeah, and hopefully when I'm down there, I'm gonna, I've Googled some places down there that rent motorcycles in Orlando, and I'm debating on whether I should go back to my old days and rent a Road King or a Street Glide. Or I think they've also got, this is what I'll probably rent just to try it, is one of the BMW GS 1200 Adventures or 1250 Adventures. That's supposed to be the top of the line dual sport bike. So I might rent one of those, and of course I'll take my helmet and I'll film wherever I ride down there. I don't think you need to wear a helmet in Florida, but my wife would get all upset if I fell over and something happened to my noggin. She'd probably cry for all of 5 minutes until she found my life insurance policy, and then she'd cheer up a little bit, I believe. Well, I'm gonna stop somewhere and turn this dumb thing off. It's gonna keep trying to reroute me to the ending address I put in. I think a lot of it again was the combination of me not really building a map that good, and I I think I imported it to the GPS correctly. With these, you got to do a KML file instead of a GPX, and again, I'm pretty happy with it. The display's nice. It looks nice. We'll just have to see, keep working with it and see if I can figure it out. Because right now I don't seem to, I don't think it took me on the route that I planned and download it. But like I say, I'm going to have to get back and get on Google Maps and see. It got close, but I don't know. Like I say, I bought this thing, like I told you at the start, was 120 bucks. And, you know, I just couldn't justify spending $400 or $500 for one of those Garmin Zumo, which is supposed to be their motorcycle waterproof GPS, and or a TomTom. Again, I don't know. That's a lot of good scotch there. So I figured I'd try this, 120 bucks. If it works, great. If not, I mean, it'll work as a regular GPS. You know, I can just put in addresses and it'll take me to it. You know, I might not be able to figure out how to download the routes into it like I'd want it to, but you know, heck. Again, as far as a backup, it'll be great, especially for those places. And again, the reason I got this is because, you know, your phone, if you don't have service, your maps won't work. Now, I know you can download the map and use them offline, but that uses a lot of memory, and I don't know. I just thought this would be an easier route. I mean, it does what it says it will, and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff with it. It's got apps and all kinds of things on it, but I mainly got it, like I say, so I could build custom routes that'll mainly be back roads and download them. So we'll keep working with it and see how it does, and maybe we'll get it figured out here. If not, we'll talk to you later.